Welcome to the MDNOL Truck Series. We got Brendan Reed on pole here today at Martinsville for hold on. I done forgot the race name. For the Grandfather Clock 200. I thought it was going to be the Martinsville 200. That's on me. Brendan Reed on pole. Austin Flick second. Jack Seacrest in third. I believe that's... Who is that? That's Chad Fincham in fourth and Dylan Thomas in fifth. We're going green here. It's a great day today. I've got my triple monitor set up now, and so I can look at the points in the race, so I can talk about points now during the race. That is so nice. Anyways, green flag is in the air. Brendan Reed leads the field to green, and he's looking good in the points. Currently second, 45 points behind Wilson Hunt. So he's not going to do too much. As we're 3 wide here in the mid-pack. Nope, get back to 2 wide as they do real quick. Brendan Reed leads this field here. No issues whatsoever going through there. My man has gotten out all the way to a pretty decent lead already, half a second for Brendan Reed out front here at Martinsville. And I believe he will have a solid day here today. As long as he can keep it up front and not have any issues, it'll go well for Brendan, and this could be a great point save for him to close in on Wilson Hunt, as Wilson Hunt is all the way back in the 9th position, and we're under yellow. We have had a spin. I believe it was a 6 truck. Minor contact, maybe. Yeah, Harvey Hunt gets into the back of Brandon Wilson coming off 4, and around goes Brandon Wilson. Not even any damage. He gets back going. Not even last. Doesn't even fall all the way to last. So good for Brandon Wilson. That'll be nice for him as they start to stack up on the back straightaway a little bit. And I think that'll get it all settled out. As the pace truck will be coming in right here. And as I mentioned, Brendan Reed second in points right now. So Wilson Hunt's actually falling back to the 10th position now. So he could... he needs to try and get up to that field if he wants to keep all these points on Brendan Reed. And as we've had over 10 winners this season, it is very interesting to see how these playoffs are gonna play out. Because only 10 people can make the playoffs, and you have to be in the top 20 in points to even be eligible for the playoffs. And right now, it's a really tight battle between Harvey Hunt and Alvin Tompkins, as it seems there's been another yellow. Oh, the 33 may have been involved here. Let's see what happened. Nope, he just pits. I don't really know. Jackson Kohler was involved, as we can tell. He is, this is right at the back of the foot, I'm pretty sure. And they're 3 wide off the corner, and the 31 comes down into the 69, and they all spin. 69 there, I believe that's Taylor Gerald. Yeah, indeed. So, they all get together and wreck. And it brings the yellow out. Pretty simple there. Oh, what happened to the 7 there? What the heck? Let's take a look at that real quick, too. He got spun. Man, the 31 was out for blood this lap. He decides to come on the front straightaway and just turn the 7 around too. He gained the position doing it. Oh, and the 8 in the pits too. That's interesting. I wonder when he pit. Did he just pit for no reason? Man, it doesn't look like he was involved in anything. He just come into the pits. Okay. Interesting call here. Don't know if I quite understand it, but hey, it might work out for him. Who knows? I think Brendan Reed is still the leader. This is incredibly confusing. We're already 12 laps into this race. But as I was saying, Alvin Tompkins is 1 point behind Harvey Hunt, who has the last playoff spot currently. Above that, it is... I think that Austin Flick, who is 13th in points, about... He's not a whole heck of a lot of points ahead of Harvey Hunt or Alvin Tompkins. Only 11 points ahead of those guys. Or no, excuse me. That's right. Yeah, that's right. And if anyone above Austin Flick wins, it'll move him down a spot in the standings as well. Colin Burns is in a great position right now. He's the 10th place guy in points, so he's the next up on the leaderboard. And everyone else who's won, I believe, is all in the playoffs. Yeah, everyone else is good. Colin Burns is the 8th place guy, so we're going to keep an eye on these final few spots. I would say anyone above Colin Burns. Everyone else is in the top 10 in points. But Josh Miller's not having a very good day today, so that could be in jeopardy. He's only 8th in points, so... but he is 14 points ahead of Colin Burns, so keep that in mind. As I think we're back under. I think we went back green and we're back under yellow already. I didn't even see what happened, or maybe we weren't even. Okay, I'm just stupid. We never went back green, and we're back green, just like that. Amazing, right? Like I said, Wilson Hunt is currently your points leader, but the most wins on the season, the only driver to have 2 wins so far is Dylan Thomas. So he is 2nd in the playoff standings, but he is 5th in points, so keep that in mind. He has the most current playoff points at 10, as there's no stages, so you get playoff points for winning, and that's about it. So the only goal in this series is to win. Battle is currently going on for 2nd now as Jack Seacrest goes to the inside of Austin Flick. And we've mentioned Jack Seacrest a lot recently because he won at Gateway. And that locked him into the playoffs. And I believe it knocked out Alvin Tompkins. There are a few drivers below the 20th place in points that have won. So like Chad Fincham and Will Sensing are both winners, but they're 21st and 22nd in points. Only 3 points behind Alvin Tompkins and 4 points behind Harvey Hunt. So they're looking to gain points and get into the playoffs. And any of it can happen. So that final area right there at the cut line is really close. And we are back under yellow again. And we have contact here. I don't know who initiated the yellow flag this time. But dadgummit, we've got another one. I don't think it was 31 this time. It could have been. Could have been 31. Landon's probably having a terrible day. Well, it doesn't look like it, though. It looks like somebody else is wrecked. Oh, Alvin Tompkins. A guy we mentioned. This is big on points. He just comes down and gets hooked by the 71. He goes airborne there. That truck came off the ground. It hit so hard, so... So, that's not what you want to see if you're Alvin Tompkins. He needs points on Harvey Hunt, who is actually currently running in... Let's see, Alvin Tompkins looking for... He was in 19th. Harvey Hunt was in 14th, so he was already losing points to Harvey, and then this happened. Hard hit for him. Not what he wanted to see. He's trying to make these Truck Series playoffs. He's looked good in everything for the most part this year, but not been the greatest in trucks. So I believe he's the only Toyota on his 14 too. So didn't mean to make that happen, but hey. Anyways, let's see where the other guys are. Okay, they're wrecking apparently. I think that was just a checkup. Will Sensing is in P17 behind Harvey Hunt. And the other points guy that I mentioned, Chad Fincham, is in 6th. So he would gain, and I believe may put himself into the playoffs after this race if he could gain all these points. So we'll go back. We'll skip a few laps ahead here. Go to where the green flag comes back out. I think it should be this time by. Wrong button. Oops. As the pace truck pulls in, Brandon Reed will retake the green flag here. Lap 25 will go, or lap 24 will go on the board. Lap 25 will begin as the green flag is back out in the air. And again, we got to keep an eye on this playoff battle toward the back here. Chad Fincham right there is the highest guy that needs to gain points to make the playoffs. He's got the win, but winning is not enough to get you in so far because there's been so many winners. I think we've had 12 or 13 winners. There's your points leader, Wilson Hunt. There's Harvey Hunt, who's trying to stay afloat. We should probably keep an eye on Austin Flick as well, albeit he is, I believe, 10 points ahead of Harvey Hunt. Yeah, exactly 10 points ahead of Harvey Hunt. Austin Flick, I believe, is running up toward the top 5 here, so he's in a really good position. Yeah, Austin Flick's currently battling for 3rd, so he's doing a good job at maintaining his shot in the playoffs here. Oh, that could get tight right there. They're good, though. Yeah, and then Will Sensing kind of running in the mid-pack here. Not too far behind Harvey Hunt, though, so could gain points on him. But the big one right now is Chad Fincham. If he can stay up here and keep running where he's running, he should put himself into the playoffs after this race, assuming that Harvey Hunt and Will Sensing or any of the other guys don't gain a whole lot of points either. Oh, we're back under yellow. Alright, well, let's see what happened. I'm going to assume it was Jackson Kohler. Or was it? Oh, well, that was a big stack up, so I really don't know. Oh, Josh Miller! Daytona winner. Is that it? Is that all that happened? Is that really what brought out the yellow? That was it? Really? That's our yellow flag. I guess so. Well, that was minor. Alright, well, coming back to green here for that. NASCAR got a little trigger happy there. Anyways, green flag is back out in the air. Pretty simple. Dude, this chair is so uncomfortable now because it's broke. Well, anyways, Brendan Reed gets the lead. Austin Flick moves up to 2nd. That's good for him on points. And we're back under yellow again. Oh, we've had a lot of cars get with damage here now. I don't know what's happened here. These guys just pitting though. I don't think these guys were involved in yellow. This must have been a stack up under yellow, which that's NR for you, I guess. Let's see. Yellow flag is not quite out yet. I have a feeling it comes out on the front stretch. Oh no. Yes, it does. Oh no, it's Alvin Tompkins again. Not the day he's wanted to see so far. Gavin York's on his back bumper, gets him lifted off the corner, and sends him around. He's had almost identical spins twice now. We've seen this. We've seen Brandon Wilson go around like this earlier, and essentially the same thing right there just happened to Alvin Tompkins. So, unfortunate if you're him, but most people out here clearly aren't him. So here we go, coming to green. Can Austin Flick steal this lead away from his, I believe, their teammates? Got a solid jump on the restart. Gonna look to the inside here is Austin Flick, but here comes Jack Seacrest. Maybe a little contact going into 1. Seacrest wants that 2nd position back. Has the momentum from Gateway. looking to make something do with it. Chad Fincham's made it up to the 5th position. Harvey Hunt's up to 12th. I don't even see Will Sensing. I don't know what's happened to him. Maybe I missed it. Oh, he's up to 15th. Harvey Hunt back to now 14th, apparently. And Alvin Tompkins is currently 23rd. After all that he's been through today, that's not that bad. It's recoverable, to say the least. Brendan Reed continues to be out front, though. Doing a solid job leading here. Let's go back and look at these guys. Oh, Will Sensing has got ahead of Harvey Hunt is. I believe Jackson Kohler slammed the wall for there. Oh, these guys are side by side, it seems. Not Hunt's going to pull back in the line. Oh, he's right there underneath him. This is an important battle on track right now. This is for points. They're all in traffic, but it looks like Sensing's beginning to pull away from Hunt a little bit. Hunt has a few points he can give up, but you don't ever want to have to give those points up. So, as Harvey now starts to lose a little bit of time to Sensing. About 2 truck lengths back now. Head back up toward the front. Finally getting a little bit of a green flag run in here. Chad Fincham still rolling around here, good in the top 5. It has been mentioned before that Chad Fincham is, I believe it's been mentioned, if not, this will be news. Chad Fincham is retiring at the end of the season, so he would love to make the playoffs in his only planned season for the MDNOL. Looking to get to the inside of Logan Cribb back there is Fincham. Logan Hill will replace him in that 49 truck next season. Brendan Reed continuing to lead with a pretty large lead out front here. We mentioned Dylan Thomas trying to gain points on Wilson Hunt. Wilson Hunt is now outside the top 10 in 11th. Thomas in 7th. As now the 3 of Harvey Hunt has fallen back to 17th with Will Sensing in 15th. So I believe that's 2 points. But every point matters. Is Hunt's only 4 points ahead of Sensing. But right now it's like we mentioned, Chad Fincham with the huge gain here. I believe he'll get 10 points on all of them, except Austin Flick, who's running obviously in the top 5, 3rd right now. So he is not at risk. Alvin Tompkins hanging on here. Actually gained a spot up to 22nd now. With Brendan Reed continuing to lead. So if Brendan can hold on, he'll be only our 2nd repeat winner, as Dylan Thomas is the only one before now. If Jack Seacrest could get up here and win, the same would apply to him, and the same would also apply to Austin Flick, which would be a huge win for Flick, as it would practically lock him completely into the playoffs. But that's always hard to guarantee. But the points would be huge for him, so. No winners have came from below what are currently 22nd in points now, so. People who've been really good in other series like Logan Cribb, TJ Louder, Jaden Oakley, we've just not seen them be all that great. And, oh, as the 7 truck just got the wall and right near Brendan Reed, that was really close. Anyways. Drivers we've seen be really solid in other series like Michael Scout, TJ Louder, Logan Cribb, Gavin York, Jaden Oakley even, have just not been as good in the truck series this season. Then we've seen guys in other series be solid like Wilson Hunt, Dylan Thomas. Heck, one of the guys I want to say who's not been probably as solid in trucks as what he'd like to have been is Dylan Thacker, the 24 truck. He's only 24th in points. And I believe he only has like one top 5 on the season, if I'm not mistaken. So it's not been the year he's like, or the season he's like to have had, compared to what he's had in other series. But the trucks are a completely different ball game, as mentioned. Dylan Thacker, he goes a lap down there. The trucks have been a completely different ball game than any other series. So it'll be interesting to watch how most of this plays out, as, I mean, to be quite honest, if some of these guys from below that current top 20 start winning, we could see an interesting shift in points or playoff eligibility, I suppose. As we have, excuse me, it's too early for me to be getting this sleepy. We have 10 laps to go here at Martinsville. Brendan Reed has done a solid job at leading this race all day. It's quite dominated it. Led every lap so far. Coming up on some lap traffic, but I don't think it'll be an issue for him. Austin Flick has fallen off the back bumper of Jack Seacrest, but as we look up on that leaderboard, Chad Fincham has made the pass for 4th, which is huge for him in points. We'll go look at Will Sensing and them. Will Sensing has fell back to now 16th, only 1 spot ahead of Harvey Hunt. Alvin Tompkins still in 22nd, about a second behind his closest competitor. Well, Brendan Reed may have had to move the lap truck of the 56 right there. Got by Timmy Hill though, and Timmy Hill slaps the wall there. Told him to get the hell out of the way. Man, Jackson Kohler just slapped the wall too there. But Brendan Reed doing everything he needs to. Brendan Reed, if there's anything you want to do, I mean, I said Dylan Thomas was second in points. I was wrong about that. I meant Brendan Reed was the second in points. Dylan Thomas is the guy second in the playoff standings. Brendan Reed is second points-wise, though. This will be a big win for him. I think he'll gain like 15 points on Wilson Hunt after this race. And it'll be a second win, so he'll get some playoff points, which are always a big deal. points. We're inside 5 laps to go, 4 to go actually. He's still got quite a large lead here. Oh, we're under yellow. I think that's going to end the race. I believe it's going to be Foster Creek bringing out the yellow here. That's a guy who's not had any luck this season. Alright, well that was really weird. And I do mean really weird. Okay. So points leader Wilson Hunt gets into Matthew Campbell Young here. And then he gets into Foster Creek, who goes around. Okay, I've done a terrible job at getting a replay of that, but well, you've seen what happened to Matthew Campbell Young. He gets turned up ahead, and now he comes back across the track, and Creek's trying to avoid it, and he just gets into him. And I think the Creek spin is what brought out the yellow, so now he has to get back up to speed right here and race back to the yellow flag. Oh, no, they were under yellow before this, I believe, actually. I think. I don't know. I'm not sure. Big checkup here off too, though. Nonetheless, Brendan Reed is still your leader. Skip to make sure everything's going to be alright. White flag for Brendan Reed here. It's a lap of Martinsville, so we can sit it under caution. We have that kind of time here. Well, this is going to be a big win for Brendan Reed. He's already second in points, but I needed a little bit of extra points, I guess, going into the next race. That's going to cut Hunt's lead down in the points by 15 points. But as I mentioned beforehand, that will take Harvey Hunt out of the playoffs and move Chad Fincham with that finishing result right there of 4th for Fincham. And unofficially right now, the gap looks to be like Fincham is 13th in points and Harvey Hunt falls to 17th in points. Austin Flick goes up to the top 10. Fincham goes plus 8 spots in the points. Harvey Hunt is now 9 points out, and he's the closest one back, with Will Sensing being 11 points out, and Alvin Tompkins now being 25 points out, I believe. Or, no, I can't do math. 15. Alvin Tompkins is 15 points out. And there's no winners outside the top 20 in points now, so that's the difference. I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.